happens when a strategy meant to disable an adversary ends up empowering them instead? In the early 2020s, U.S. foreign policy turned its focus toward Russia, with a determination to isolate Moscow through targeted sanctions and by severing energy ties with Europe. The intended outcome was clear: weaken Russia's economy and diminish its global influence. However, what unfolded was a dramatic reversal of expectations, setting off a chain reaction that not only reshaped European industries, but redefined global power structures. As sanctions rolled out and energy partnerships were abruptly cut off, Europe, particularly nations like Germany, was left scrambling. Industries that thrived on affordable Russian energy soon faced steep costs and production slowdowns. Archival images of desolate factories and strained communities bore silent witness to an energy crisis that undermined prosperity across the continent. In this new reality, the fallout was not merely economic. It ushered in a period of uncertainty that rippled through factories, boardrooms, and homes alike. Meanwhile, Russia pivoted. Confronted with economic isolation from the West, the Kremlin steered its trade away from troubled allies to emerging powerhouses within the BRICS bloc. Russia's strategic redirection included robust energy exports to China, India, and other rising economies, a move that not only sustained its own market but played a key role in the BRICS nations consolidating their economic might. Recent data pointed to Russia's adaptability. While its liquefied natural gas exports declined by 4.4% year-on-year, Europe experienced an even steeper 13% drop in deliveries. Yet, inexplicably, Russia's economy rebounded with an impressive 4.3% growth in 2024, outpacing the entire Eurozone. The gravity of this pivot cannot be overstated. While the United States clung to outdated Cold War strategies, the international arena was undergoing a fundamental transformation. The BRICS bloc, now accounting for 35% of the world's GDP in purchasing power parity and representing almost 46% of the global population, began to challenge the long-held dominance of the G7 nations. It was a stark reminder that while U.S. policymakers remained anchored in nostalgia for past glories, a new multipolar world was emerging, one in which power was increasingly shared and no single nation could claim unrivaled authority. Within America itself, the very strategies employed abroad revealed a disjointed domestic reality. Economic policies that favored corporate profit over the welfare of working Americans were fueling inflation and deepening societal divides. The Federal Reserve's response, raising interest rates, only compounded the hardships faced by everyday citizens, painting a picture of an economy in distress. Behind the polished rhetoric, a small elite continued to set prices, wages, and even policy, leaving ordinary citizens struggling amidst rising costs and diminishing prospects. In the realm of international finance, the dominance of the dollar, once seen as a symbol of unchallenged American economic might, began to falter. More nations started to move away from the dollar in global trade, seeking alternatives that better reflected the shifting balance of power. Diplomatic decisions, such as unwavering U.S. support for Israel during the Gaza crisis, further isolated America on the world stage. Even among its traditional Western allies, sympathy was beginning to lean toward recognizing Palestinian perspectives, signaling a broader realignment in global diplomatic relations. This unfolding narrative is a powerful illustration of unintended consequences. Policies born of Cold War mentality have set the stage for a decline in U.S. true global dominance at a time when adaptability and cooperation are becoming the new currencies of power. The unintended realignment, one in which Russian resilience and the BRICS coalition grow ever stronger, reminds us that the world does not wait for old strategies to die. Change, whether welcomed or resisted, transforms the very fabric of international relations. As we reflect on these profound shifts, it becomes clear that the challenge now is not about preserving an outdated hegemony. It is about rethinking our approach to foreign policy, embracing new realities, and forging paths that allow for cooperation in a rapidly evolving multipolar world. It's time to rethink our approach to foreign policy and adapt to the realities of a multipolar world.